Hello there. So Arc Raiders have released a balance changes patch, and it's a little juicer. The first one is the deadline. Basically, they've made it more valuable. So they've increased the buy value from 8,100 to 15, and the sell value from 3,000 to 5,000. They've also increased how much it takes to make it. So now it's going to take 3 explosive compounds and 2 arc circuitry. Whereas before it was just 2 explosive compounds with 1 synthesized fuel, which is a lot easier to get a hold of. Also, the deadline trader stock now is only 1. You can only get 1 per refresh, which is whatever. Power cells got their value reduced from 640 to 270. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's because they could have stacked really well. Now this is an interesting one because I feel like this segment here directly affects the Hullcracker. So launch ammo, now it used to be 10 launch ammo for 6,000 coins. It's now 6 launch ammo for 4,500 coins. So the old value used to be 600 per ammo. Now it's 750 coins per ammo. So they've had a slight increase. Their sell value has gone up to 250, which is whatever. And they used to be really easy to make with 6 launcher ammo, used to be 4 metal parts and 1 explosive compound. Now you need the arc motion cores and 2 crude explosives per 6. That's a significant increase. They did state though that it is available at the workbench without a blueprint, whatever. Alrighty, this is a good one. All you Venator no-lifers. I'm calling you Venator no-lifers because I barely even use this gun. I don't like it. And now I feel like I'm not going to like it even more. The dev notes the fully upgraded Venator has been overperforming recently, capable of outgunning full squads using close range weapons. So they're retuning the fire rate gained from upgrades to pull down the pacing a bit, while still keeping its damage and accuracy intact. This should encourage players to take some more time with their shots rather than mag dumping the first soul they encounter. The community also rightfully pointed out that the weight of the Venator was inconsistent with the weights of our other pistols, so we've corrected that as well. So they've reduced the fire rate gained from upgrades. So it used to be 60% as the maximum. It's now 40%, with the previous values going down to 26 from 44 and down to 13 from 22. It's only a 20% decrease, which is whatever. I just don't like the Venator anyway. I'm more of a fan of the Anvil. I like that the Anvil is so underutilized right now. I'm probably going to expose it a little bit, but the Anvil can pretty much two-shot people in the head very easily. Now I know that was very dependent on headshots, but I seem to have a lot of good luck with it. But I'm in firm belief the Anvil is one of the best weapons around. They've increased the weight from 2 to 5 as well, so that makes it a bit more cumbersome to carry around. So all you Venator users, I know a lot of the streamers use the Venator. Looking at you, Peanut. Looking at you. I literally saw him mag dump someone in a clip of a day. What do we think to this change? Do we think it's a viable one? I think it is. Alright, explosive damage. So the devs noticed that the explosive damage dealt to more parts at once than intended, allowing weapons like the Hullcracker to kill larger drones too quickly. So we're already taking aim at the Hullcracker again. So they've adjusted explosive damage to make it more consistent across the board. They've rebalanced the damage of the Hullcracker to account for that change. Oh no. This will require the Hullcracker shots to need a bit more precision while still dealing good damage to the targeted spot. I mean, this could be a good change because I like to be quite accurate with my Hullcracker. So if I get rewarded for being more accurate, then that's fine. Let's have a look. They've rebalanced explosive damage against arc for more consistent experience. I'm not quite sure though. Does that just mean what they said earlier on about making it more targeted? Explosions on smaller enemies like turrets are largely unaffected, but explosions on larger size enemies like a bastion will typically deal a bit less damage. I wonder if that affects the Wolfpack grenades, because that's kind of explosive, isn't it? And then last but not least, we've got some content and bug fixes. So they fixed the bug where the arc could call down reinforcements outside the map. The shredder's being sorted out a little bit, so it would now detect and move more reliably towards lower grenades. Its movement and handling has been updated. They've reduced the turn speed slightly. They've improved braking. They've given it stiffer suspension and more consistent reactions to impacts for steadier behaviour in combat. Sounds like a car being tuned. They've improved shredder navigation to prevent it from getting stuck on corners when moving toward the player. That's a bit unfortunate. I liked it when it got stuck on corners. For audio, they've reduced volume attenuation for explosion, tinnitus, and concussion effects to improve clarity. I'm hoping that means that it's just less loud, but whatever. We'll see. For maps, they've had to mess with barricades again, so they no longer can be placed overlapping your character, preventing clipping through walls and access to locked rooms. They've tried to fix that in the last one. Clearly, it didn't get sorted, so hopefully that locks that down completely now. In the dam battlegrounds, they fixed an issue where players would get stuck in a dam control tower elevator shaft. In Spaceport, they've added collision to the staircase walls and ceiling in the hidden bunker on Spaceport. There was an area where you could follow through the map on the little stairway between the bunker and the like doorway. I saw some players doing it when I was down there. Not quite sure what was through there. I didn't want to go in there personally. They fixed an issue where players could enter the wall near the launch tower ramp on Spaceport, preventing unfair ambushes. Why do people find this degenerate stuff? They fixed an issue where players could access the locked room on control tower without a key. Glad that's fixed. On Blue Gate, they fixed railing props that mistakenly blocked bullets. Shots now pass through as expected. Okay. There's also a railing props on Buried City on the metro entrances. Do you know where you have the little gates where you pay for your ticket and you go through? I'm pretty sure you can't shoot through the railings on that. It acts like a wall. On Stella Montes, we've got a fixed collision issue near the train station that could cause players to fall through the terrain. They fixed a location where players could get stuck. They removed 2 player spawns on Stella Montes that were too close to Arc spawn areas. And they fixed missing visibility collision on walls in the business centre area at Stella Montes that allowed shots to pass through. We've also got some crash fixes as well, like when you use your Raider voice proximity chat on the PC without AVX2 support. That's very weird. Also got a crash that would occur when surrendering after reconnecting to a session. They fixed an issue where scavenging parts from the shredder could leave behind invisible collisions. Also an issue where Trials weekly rollover could display an outdated rank. The celebration now reflects the correct rank and the UI remains accurate during the cooldown period. They've updated the AMD recommended graphics driver to version 2511.1 to reduce recent crash issues. And your Raider Den has been ducked out. What does that mean? I'll go and have a look at that in a second. Movement. They've increased enemy ground detection to better handle steep surfaces, reducing erratic movement when traversing angled terrain. And this is an interesting one. The newest weapon that they added, the Aphelion, I say added. They fixed an issue where tracers could become excessively bright at distance, reducing visibility for the player being shot at. Okay, and they've also increased the blueprint drop rates. There is a very tin hat conspiracy out there that this thing hasn't even been added into the game yet. So now they're adding it in, but by increasing the blueprint drop rate apparently. Yeah, make of that as what you will. I've never seen anyone weird. It's a weird one. With the Stitcher, they've corrected player-facing stats for the Stitcher, showing incorrect scaling of reload times across upgrade levels. So, let's go check out what they mean by ducked out. Okay, I'm in the Raider Den. I don't really see anything different. There's a couple of lights on the right-hand side there. Just move that down, you can see just above my webcam there. And then in this area, I mean, my ducks are up here, where they normally are. Apart from that, I don't see anything different. Maybe it means you can have more ducks shown. I only have 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know, maybe you can have more if you have loads. Who knows? But anyway, what do you think to the patch notes? Let me know in the comments below. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Subscribe, like, all that lovely stuff. Or don't. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.